Crimson underscore circuits. I want you to touch my titties. Do it now.
Mike. Up there we go. There we go. Yeah, no, I saw that my meter was not moving, so I was just like Mike. There we go. Welcome in. Agaric was Furf. Congratulations on being Furf. Welcome in, Pixie. Thank you for the lurk. Hi, Fox. Yeah, we are back on our TLDR run of Final Fantasy XIV. And in the background, I'm actually watching the Race for World first, but it's on a rebroadcast, so I'm not really paying too much attention to it. But yeah. So what we're doing right now in Final Fantasy XIV is we are building up to our Leviathan fight. I'm not awake either. I'm 3 coffees in and I'm not awake. And I've got to go into work after this, which is why I'm playing this instead of Undertale. So I don't have to be overstimulated for work. And not overstimulated in the bad way. Overstimulated in the way that I will not be able to focus on work. Because I'm thinking about other things. So those who might know, my new MMO mouse stopped working, but I found one of my old MMO mice, and it's working. So that's the reason why I'm able to play. Yes, I have to go to work. We gotta love the transition phase of being bought out. Merlib isn't voice acted this scene, so we'll skip it. We will stick around for voice acted scenes, but I won't be reading until we get to Heavensward, for those who are wondering. But we're almost there. Okay. I mean, at least I'm going to get lots of overtime. So I can have more money to throw at my friends. Talking about throwing money at my friends, I have recently, like, put in a commission order for a new art piece from Agaric. So Agaric, feel free to promote your services if you want to. No, like I said, only if you want to. I'm not forcing you to self-advertise. But I will advertise on behalf of you. Yeah, I'm bald. I'm a little off center. Hold on. Oh, it's in V2 Studio where I got off centered. Yeah, I think that's where I'm supposed to be, is right there. There we go. Now I think I'm right in my correct position. So what's going on is the Sahagin have started to gather to summon their god Leviathan, and we must stop them. But we don't have a way to get out there to stop Leviathan yet. Why am I manually going through this? There we go. Do 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 do. Last one. Oh, I don't have that move yet. Ishtola! Why are you on your knees, Ishtola? The Sahagin, they're summoning Leviathan. Hi, Prowling Crow. Thank you for the first time chat.
Damn them. They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Just a forewarning, this is not a first time playthrough. So in case you're wondering for some Sprout reactions. This is a welcome in, caddies, have a good lurk. This is a 5th time playthrough of the entire story.
So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans. But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency.
I feel like the game is a bit low. Here we, yeah, that sounds much better.
To the Aetheryte!
We're surrounded. I wouldn't say it's bootleg. They're able to summon an entire primal with it.
You'll forgive me my lateness.
See, this is what I want in a physical range, is someone like Merwood. Just, you know,
I've been
dual-wielding
something of a liability
pistols.
of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about
I think
making
we don't really
amends.
have a full confirmation on what the new physical range is, even though we're all pretty sure it's going to be a falconer of some sort.
Long have you shriveled swordwalkers tormented our kind. But no more! Your time is at an end! You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs. Lord of the world, hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery.
Do you feel that?
Nope, I don't feel anything. Eidolon makes it to where I don't feel it.
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
What? Ah! Such power! It is transcendent!
Such power, taken down with a single shot.
Seven hells.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile! I have mastered the gift. I am eternal!
Yeah, we've killed Eternals before.
O mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
Die, damn you!
Foolish shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
Oh, there's Leviathan.
Heavens forfend.
Damn it all!
Alright guys, Leviathan, smash or pass.
My being ebbs away. But it should by right be infinite.
Smash.
Am I
Smash
not
indeed.
Immortal? Curse you, emissary!
Thank you for your check-in.
Promise me everlasting.
did he go?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon! Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates. Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless... God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
No, not the tidal wave. Tidal waves is how we get things like Shahash to talk. That place is stink. Until we get the Heaven Sword, by the way, I will not be doing any reading. I will be doing a small recap of things that are read. Hi Lumi, welcome in. I will not be reading to save my voice until we get the Heaven Sword. Heaven Sword on, I don't have such a grasp onto the story as I do with the Realm Reborn. Now there have been parts in the past where I have done some voice acting, like, as you can see, on this tune I'm a warrior main. I did voice act all the warrior quests. But in reality, on my actual main character, I'm a white mage main. Cal, what do you main? Thank you for the head pats, Lumi. Are you also a white mage main?
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western Lanosha. Hearthstone, 'twas called. Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths
Wrong account.
and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the company of heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate.
Hey, Index.
Weary of ravaging
Oh, gotcha. I don't know what you're talking about, Index.
And washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
I have questions, but you can answer them off stream.
Creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity
TSO, Fox, it's TSO.
Legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations. If that sea demon
So which is it?
left,
Are you a fox or are you a cow?
what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa.
I might be switching it back to Shadow. I was not liking Valora, and I've learned that Valora is even worse when it comes to the AI than Twitch is anyway.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain.
That doesn't answer my
The
question
ships
though.
of the Third Squadron could not close
Which
to
is
within
it, fox or
100
cow?
yards of the Primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
Are you a fox cow or are you a cow fox?
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
The company of heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Are you a Tauren? Are you a Tauren rogue?
Admiral, if I may.
Speak freely, Marshal.
Because that's the very first thing I thought of.
By all accounts,
And I may or may not be
most
listening to the
formidable
Race for World
weapon is
first
the
at the
very
moment for
sea
World of
itself.
Warcraft.
Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are
It's
his to
rebroadcast, so I'm
command.
not really paying too much
The
attention
key
to it.
victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe.
But yes, in
This,
World of
in
Warcraft,
effect,
I
is
am
what the
also
company
a
of
rogue
heroes
main.
achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If
I'm a
mounted
Belf.
upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us,
Totally not.
rendering him no more dangerous.
Not that this is
than
a safe
any other
space or
sea
anything for
serpent.
furries.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend,
The
and I shall pass
rebroadcast
them on to
will
our
be
people
ending
at Nalden
soon.
and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe, but I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed two ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might
But
attempt
Index,
to
you're
acute the
playing
trick.
on the free trial,
Gods
correct?
know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this.
Hi,
Truly,
Chuba.
Marshal, upon
Have a
the
good lurk.
subject of the Pirate King.
Hope you're feeling
you
better.
are
Hope the
as a
storms
scholar.
stay down in your area.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity.
I was just going to ask where you are in
To
the
which
story.
we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel.
You killed Ifrit. Gotcha. Okay, so you're still in a Realm Reborn.
Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
Thank you, Shuba. I'm about to go
Twill be dangerous for all involved.
grab some more
but we
coffee
have
because
no
I just
better
downed this
recourse.
cup.
Very well.
Thank you for the head pats. Oh,
Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabie.
you love
Bay.
White Mage? Yes, White Mage is the best.
Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slafierson, command of the operation is yours.
Get double
I want
perceived,
that
Chuba.
twin vessel ready to sail post haste.
At once, Admiral.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders
Yeah,
once
yeah.
again.
They're
Know well
they're on the
why
auto
it's
shabby.
right.
I will be right back. I need to go refill my liquids for that hydrate redeem. Okay, I'm back. You're multitasking. I'll be doing that later. Hey, Chrissy. Can we also get a shout out for Chrissy? How are you doing? Lower Lenosha? Okay. I've been looking at the big walk. I've seen quite a few people have been playing it. I need to take a bit further in to see if it's one of those games that will overstim me or not. Yeah, I really overdid it with games like Peak and Repo, and those games have a tendency of being very auditorily overstimming. Oh, this guy is great. You'll love Tractome Index when you finally meet him, if you haven't met him already. He's a great guy. It's mostly nature. Okay, so it doesn't have that overstimulating echo that Peak and Repo have. I'm gonna skip his dialogue because I want you to experience him proper. So even if he was going to be voice acted, which I thought he was going to be. Where are we going? Okay. Okay, you're just leaves. Get close to fighting Leviathan. In fact, we're fighting Leviathan. While that's queuing up, because it's still kind of early, so even tank privilege, it might take me a hot minute. I don't know if we've done Circus Tower yet or not, but we'll go ahead and get the next Crystal Tower queued up. It is. Actually, hold on. What's the eye level requirement for this dungeon? I can do it. There we go. You're right. We'll do this as White Mage. This is Grahatia. This is everybody's boyfriend. Oh, by the way, Fox, if you haven't already, can you add Grahatia to your soulmate role? I just did. I'll put it in Hear Me Out. I'll add a picture later. Now, the Crystal Tower raid series is the only Alliance raid series that is required to move the main quest forward. All right. Oh. In case you didn't know, Holy is a gain on 2. I will not be talking about the story for Crystal Tower at all, so you can experience it in its whole. Okay, that is ready to go. As soon as we finish the World Eater. And that's picking up Hildebrand quests. I am not used to this MMO mouse. I have not used ears. Oh my goodness. It's... Oh. So I bought a brand new MMO mouse that I am excited for. I bought the Logitech one. Got my free Fanta. This is not required to move the story forward, but I do suggest doing the Hildebrand stuff because it is hilarious. I might have done that too soon, but oh well. That's interesting. Now I gotta go do that fate. I did do it too early. We wait, and wait, and wait, and wait, and wait. Up. Leviathan's ready. New tune, who this? No, not the Manderville. What they don't know is that the tail can only take damage from range attacks. Ah, we're flying! Alright, we're done. Easy fight, easy fight. Oh, that was a good pop. All the comms. I gotta go pee. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Da. That's commencing soon.
We Lominsons are sworn to strive, till sea swallows all. And swallow all it would have, had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you. Not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally. On behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks. 'Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated. This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world, and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye, but should any of your people care to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat not unlike your own. By my
Daddy
judgment,
Thancred.
it should
No,
not
this
be
is not
beyond
Dad
such
Cred. This is just
individuals
regular
to adapt to the
Thancred.
techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Though you may labor to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
Yestola! You jest, of course.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
Minfilia, please!
Put all Thancred's
It would
history
seem
right
there
there.
is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Moderna is many things, but a place of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in. Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment, but if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
It's starting in less than a minute.
You wished a word in private.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Y'ashtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the Primal's existence. Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagin's reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
I'll not deny your reasoning, but when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course, then, but know that it will lead to no good end.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us. When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
Welcome back from ads.